Hello, I'm Serene the Healer, and I'm back for this week's horoscope. This week is the week of May the 16th to the 22nd. And as you know, horoscopes are based on your human design type. If you're not sure what it is, there's information about how to find it in the description box below. And we're just going to pick a archetype for the week, and then I'll go through and I'll look at each of the design types for the week. Generators with the 54, the ambition. All right, so ambition and the fault line. So it's like pushing towards a breaking point. Maybe you're taking on too much. Maybe you're trying to accomplish too much too quickly. But this is a rush, urgency, a push forward. It feels like adrenaline pressure towards accomplishing something, but with the energy of the week being a breaking point type energy, that's all you're pushing towards. So even though you're pushing to get things finished, get things done, get to the next thing, to get that check off the checklist, there's a need to be careful, a need to take a rest, a need to pay attention to your energy level, a need to get grounded and rooted and connected to where that energy is grounded to, to the ground, to where it goes into the ground. All right. Basically taking a moment to meditate, taking a beat to think things through, taking a moment to get your bearings and look around and get the perspective instead of zooming in on something so closely and so tightly that you miss all the details that are affecting it on the perimeter. All right. Next out, we have our manifesting generators with the 45, the regal. So this could mean that there is a financial oversight. It could mean that there's going to be an unexpected expense or something that you're pushing to the limit. Maybe it's your ego that needs to be checked. Maybe you're getting too far ahead of yourself because you're wanting to be first, or you're wanting to prove something. So yeah, this is definitely, it's going to be a week of needing to stay grounded, to keep your feet underneath you, to stay, keep your bearings, be aware of what's going on outside of your focal point. Okay, for the manifestors, we've got the 30, holding. So it's like, like a pause before you strike kind of thing is what I'm seeing. It's like, I kind of feel like this energy means that the manifestor has spotted the fault line. The manifestor knows exactly where the pressure is likely to erupt from. they've been keeping an eye on it for a while, is kind of what I think. And maybe you're waiting for this generator to crack so that you can swoop in and take over and be like, all right, guys, here's what we're going to do. That failed. That didn't work. But I have a solution. And here's more, you know. It's that kind of thing. Like, I feel like the manifestors are in a good position after what they spotted last week, basically. Whatever it was that you saw or figured out or realized last week, you've been waiting on bated breath ever since for something to fall into place so that you could attack, basically. You're this, you know, this eagle that's swooping in. That's what I'm seeing. All right. And then we have our projectors with the endurance card. And what I'm getting from that right now is that projectors have been pushing too hard for too long, have not slept, have not paused, have not stopped, and their feet have gotten out from under them, and they have not realized that yet. And this fault line is likely what they're going to crash into in order to realize all of that. So I'm hoping that my projectors out there will see this message in time to be like, hold up, is she talking to me? And maybe schedule some breaks, maybe, you know, do some meditation, go take a yoga class real quick, you know, something like that, in order to kind of get your bearings, get grounded, get your feet back under you, because I'm telling you, there's a perspective shift that happens when you give space to something that you've been focusing really closely on, you know? I feel like I talked about that recently on another video, that when you're drawing something, when you're creating something, when you're making something, and it starts to get a little bit off, and you can tell something is wrong, and you're wanting to just wad the whole thing up and start over, you know, something is off. I've erased the ear, I've erased the nose, I've redrawn the ear, redrawn, something is off with this, you know, with the proportions of this drawing that I'm drawing, you know. The best way to get that perspective back is to get up, leave the room, get some space in between you and the project, and then come back once you've forgotten, you know, once you've gotten a little, you know, you've cleared your head a little bit, you come back, go for a run, go to a yoga class, go get something to eat, go take a nap, go meditate, and you come back and you'll be able to, oh, that's what it is. The eyes are too close together, you know, like whatever, like you'll just see it right away. All right. And I feel like the generators and the projectors are both going to be in a place energy wise where you're just like redlining it, you know, you are pushing to the limit, and it's going to feel like it's necessary. It's going to feel like there's no other choice. Like you have to, like you don't have time to stop. You don't have to, you know, but that beat, that breath, that time that you take, even if it's just going to take a shower really quick, you know, like being in the shower, the isolation, the separation from everybody else's energy, plus the cleansing and the water, you know, it gives you a moment of clarity. And that's why you have, you know, a lot of people have really moments of clarity. You get messages from spirit in the shower. You get that open space that you needed. It's because you're not standing in anybody else's aura. You know, everybody else is pretty, you know, you got that space physically from other people, and then you get that space mentally, and then you've got the water, right? So those three elements together are what are happening for that. It makes it a great ideas chamber. It makes it a great head clearing chamber. It makes it a good, you know, switching the channel kind of energy. All right. So even if it's just doing that, giving yourself 10 minutes to just go take a shower, you know, sometimes that is necessary in order to get grounded and to get your feet back under you. All right. So obviously everybody's situation is going to be different. It's going to be to different degrees. It's going to be in different situations, but whatever, like, regardless of the situation, there will be a way for you to zoom out for a few seconds, zoom out for a few minutes, however long you can spare, to get that perspective shift, to get the bearings, to, okay, this way is true north, you know, that kind of thing, before you zoom back in on the thing that you've been focusing on. All right. And then we have our reflectors with begin. And so I feel like this is going to be more so about making sure that you're starting on a stable foundation. You're starting your new project, your new focus, your new habit, your new thing. You're starting it out from a good place and not a shaky one. That's what I see for that. All right. So this is a very dynamic week, I want to say, for everyone, regardless of type. We didn't have any harmonic gates like we did last week, but we definitely have a dynamic playing out between projector generators and manifestors. Manifesting generators could be involved in all of this. They could be pulling strings and orchestrating because they're likely in a place of ego right now. And yeah, that's necessary sometimes. It could be a good thing. Just don't get off balance. All right. That is the message for the week, and I will look forward to seeing you back here next week. Bye now. To